Now, your KDLT weather forecast.
Well, we're just on that downward hill as far as temperatures. It's finally feeling like fall.
It's not like a soapbox derby hill. I mean, it's not like...
No.
It's just kind of
just
a nice...
a gradual.
It's the kind of hill you like when you're sick of biking.
Yeah,
and you kind of just want to coast.
Yeah.
That's the kind of hill.
Pick your feet up off the pedals a little bit.
Exactly. Not too far from Halloween, and that means carving pumpkins. We've got our first contestant. This is, Jack Skellington, I believe. And see, Kelly didn't carve this pumpkin, but she's still eligible. Carving's cool, but so's painting. I should probably start painting my pumpkin. Mine would probably end up looking much better than they do now. Mine just looks like a pile of goo when I'm done carving it up. But this is what Kelly sent us. She's going to get entered into the contest. You can too if you just email your photos to us, whether at kdlt.com or post them to our Facebook and Twitter pages. Area of low pressure just off towards our south. Watch this steer towards the north. The western half of the state will see most of the moisture today, but come tomorrow morning, then it's kind of the eastern half's turn. It still looks like most of the rain's going to fall towards the north. That area of low pressure then swings east and will make its way towards Lake Superior. That clearing line will continue to move in a zonal flow west to east throughout Friday night into Saturday morning. How much rainfall can we expect? Well, the high-res models that we have here still pretty on par with what the Euro and the GFS are trying to tell us. And most of the rainfall off towards central South Dakota, and some of it could be towards the north as well. Some places maybe even 2 inches of rain, but it looks like the rest of us, East River, southwest Minnesota, northwest Iowa, a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. So we need the rainfall. It's getting awfully dry too. And to come to think of it, the northeastern corner of South Dakota actually some of the driest conditions. So if that's where most of the rainfall ends up falling, well, it's not too much of a bad thing. We got some clouds right now between Pierre Chamberlain. This is starting to slowly slide towards the east, but most of the rainfall, the green and yellow, orange you see on radar, well, that's still off towards our south. Temperatures right now, 34 in Sioux Falls, sitting right at freezing in Huron. Out in Rapid, they're at 37 degrees, so most of us in the 30s, a few of us still hanging on into the 40s. High temps forecast for today, 60s, upper 50s. Now this is because of the clouds that will make their way from south to north and that rainfall. So throughout the day, you can expect conditions to probably get a little worse each and every hour. If you're off towards the north, most of the day actually should be sunny. But Friday looks like a gray and rainy day for much of the viewing area. Saturday and Sunday look much better. Mostly clear skies, temps in the upper 50s and 60s. And then another chance of rain as another system works its way through the Dakotas. Looks like the best chance for that will be on Tuesday, cooler on Wednesday with highs in the low 50s.
All right, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Brian.
Yep.
Well, coming up at 5:36, Sioux Falls Police.
Well, we were talking about another big story too. Here things are kind of calm, but it's down by Mexico, right? That's crazy.
Manzanillo, Puerto Vallarta, 2 really popular spots that people visit.
So you were saying this is one of like the top 5 or top 3 most severe weather events we've ever recorded.
Strongest hurricanes or typhoons ever recorded by now.
What are the other ones then?
Well,
what are some of the other ones on that list?
Typhoon Haiyan, which
Okay.
hit the Philippines. That was it's also one of the strongest ones ever. One that didn't make landfall was Typhoon Tip.
Oh.
So typhoon and hurricane, that's just what they use in Asia.
Right.
So typhoon is the word
Opposite
typhoon.
side of the world.
We use hurricane. It's a Cat 5 right now. We'll take a look at it in a second. Here, quiet, cool, and some rainfall. 54 in Sioux Falls, 50 in Brookings. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s as you head towards the north. So precipitation so far since midnight, most of it tracking across the north and east, almost an inch in Aberdeen as of the last report. Sioux Falls picking up over a 1/4 of an inch. So we went almost 600 hours consecutively, not reporting any rainfall in Sioux Falls. Now we're starting to see some. A little bit of a break for some, but we've got some more moisture riding in from the south. This is steering towards the north. Now let's take a look at Patricia. As of last observation, 200 miles per hour sustained winds actually expected to intensify a little bit to 205 miles per hour. Now the towns in between Puerto Vallarta and Manzanillo are small fishing villages. They don't have the infrastructure, and they're on bays, which if you imagine a storm surge getting funneled into a small bay, some of these towns may not exist in the next couple of days. So They have been hearing all of the warnings, and hopefully they've heeded those warnings and tried to get out of there, because this is a strong, strong storm. Again, different ways you can measure hurricanes and typhoons. This is going to go down as one of the strongest we've ever seen. High temps today, 62 in Sioux Falls, 59 in Huron. Not terribly cold off towards the northwest, but I have to remind everybody, it's probably not going to feel like the 50s or 60s. With the wind, it's going to feel much cooler. But this weekend, things will clear out. It's looking great, upper 50s, low 60s. And another temperature slide expected as we head into next week. By Thursday, highs only in the low 50s. Sarah?
Thanks, Brian. A new government